The time is 11 o'clock on this late Sunday night, February 24th, 2019. It is time now for the Peter Channel sign-off news on this late Sunday night, February 24th, 2019. And just before the Peter Channel signs off for the night, a summary of the late night news headlines on this late Sunday night. It is 45 degrees in North Massachusetts. Top stories on the Peter Channel sign-off news on this late Sunday night is Oscars 2019. Bradley Cooper shall perform for Lady Gaga by singing to his daughter. U.S.-China trade war suspended for now as talks continue. Nightmare result of U.S.-North Korea talks bad deal. Little change. Venezuela requests defectors fear for families under Maduro. Rhode Island lawmakers schedule public meeting about airport air quality. Draft only men found a military is unconstitutional. Judge rules. California man cleared of double murder after 40 years in prison gets $21 million. NTSB investigators begin painstaking involvement in a deadly Amazon cargo jet crash. Former senior national security officials rebuke Trump's national emergency declaration. May raised the stakes before the Brexit showdown as EU hatches plot. Princess Rima Bint Banner, Saudi's first woman ambassador. Mine led by ISIL blew-ups and farm workers banned in Syria, many dead. Meghan Markle stuns in a bespoke to Ghana, aiming a reception in Morocco. 5 local fire departments tackle blaze at Dighton Home. Kraft finds reportedly considered selling Mexican small house business. Caesars in talks with account about new CEO as part of settlement, according to sources. U.S.-China showdown. Why is completely taken over the Mobile World Congress. New residents capture the highest resolution in Michigan, the Ultima still. Hidden Figures scientist Kevin Johnson gets NASA physically named in her honor. Multnomah County, Oregon, investigating possible measles case. Kim Jong-un could tour the Vietnamese capital and visit key industry sites in Vietnam ahead of his second summit in Hanoi with U.S. President Donald Trump. President Trump said Sunday that he will be delaying the scheduled increase in tariffs on Chinese imports to the progress made in trade negotiations. Atlas Air confirms 3 deaths in Houston 767 crash, 2 bodies recovered. Atterbury law enforcement challenges to seizures after U.S. Supreme Court ruling. Developers submit proposal for former Foxborough Fire Station funeral home site. Fellow pilots request standards over Mansfield lane crash that killed 2. Reed Street in Atterbury may finally catch a break. Second recreational pot shop up for Atterbury license. New fire chief appointed in Norfolk. Atterbury man sent to jail for molesting teen. Norfolk boards of selectmen down to 2. Former area member nominated for assessors board. A 3-year-old boy to be made honorary police officer in North Atterbury and Randolph. The boys who see divide. As week 11 featured several great wins by Taunton Thunder Youth Boys basketball teams. The Locals came in with 3-point victories. Last week in the Metro West League, Winkle won for the over Westboro. Mass DP grant awarded to companies in Taunton and Raynham. Rislagi hosts conversation to promote local agriculture. Peter Cho, News Talk, 11:04. Time out for a sports report. Alison Becker's incredible debut season at Liverpool on the line by later shutout. Foreign Jets quarterback bench in the AF game for the second time in 3 weeks. Wins the 20 leads Michigan State over Michigan. NHL scores. Arizona Coyotes 3, Winnipeg Jets 1 and 5:45. 11 the second period. Washington Capitals 6, New York Rangers 5, final overtime. Dallas Stars 4, Chicago Blackhawks 3, San Jose Sharks 3, 5, Detroit Red Wings 3, Minnesota Wild 2, St. Louis Blues 1 and final overtime. And the Calgary Flames 2, Ottawa Senators 1 and final. NBA scores: Toronto Raptors 98, Orlando Magic 113, Denver Nuggets 123, LA Clippers 96, and the New York Knicks 130, San Antonio Spurs 118. Peter Childress-Torb, 11:05 on this late Sunday night. And it's starting out for Peter Childress traffic transit check. Beep! On the MTA Boulan Avenue station to the Fairmont line will open tomorrow, Monday, February 25th. New schedules are going to affect the state. Schedule available on the MTA website. And the Bears, they are looking good. And the subway system, it's looking good. The commuter rail looking good on this late Sunday night. Okay, look at the highways and byways in New England. Let's start you off in Rhode Island, where today by both ends by Route 6 in Johnson, 146 southbound Southbound, 104 North Smithfield, Rhode Island. Route 3 on the southbound side, little slower to 220 in the Rockland Orwell area. 495 on the southbound side, little slower to Route 1 in Rentham. Benmore Drive, westbound south, so the Cambridge stretch just by the Western Ave. Central Massachusetts, 190 on the southbound side, also West Boston, Massachusetts. 57 on the westbound side, also Agawam, Massachusetts. In Connecticut, 84 eastbound side, also Hartford, Connecticut. And 93 northbound side, also up in Derry, New Hampshire. And 89, both ends back between Lebanon and Concord, New Hampshire. And 93, both ends back between Lakota, New Hampshire, and all the way up in Littleton, New Hampshire. 95, both ends back between Augusta, Bangor, Maine. And 91, northbound side, also Linden, Vermont. Peter Childress-Torb, 11:06 on this late Sunday night. Time now for weather report. Rain showers down around the South Shore from Marshfield all the way down to Northern Banana and the stretch of the northeastern Connecticut, and some snow flurries on the northwestern Connecticut stretch and all the way down to New York State and eastern and western PA, and rain showers in the northern New Jersey, and snow in the north central portions of New Hampshire and Sladen and west central Maine. Temperatures in the 30s, the low 40s in southern New England right now. We are the high wind warning for tomorrow morning from 3 a.m. to 7 p.m. West winds about 20 to 30 miles an hour, gusts up to 6 miles an hour, and late tonight by Monday, temperature winds will pull down trees and power lines, and widespread power outages expected to travel to be difficult for high-power vehicles in the eastern portion of southern New England. This will include the cities and towns of Framingham, Lowell, Lawrence, Gloucester, Foxborough, Norwood, Cambridge, Boston, Quincy, Taunton, Brockton, Plymouth, Fall River, New Bedford, Mount Poison, Chatham, Falmouth, Provincetown, Vineyard Haven, Nantucket, Ayr, Foster, Smithfield, Providence, Coventry, West Greenwich, East Greenwich, Warwick, West Warwick, Bristol, Narragansett, Westerly, Newport, and New Shore. All right, forecast goes like this. Chance of showers, Maine before 2 a.m. Wilson Cascade, 34 degrees, westbound 9 to 11 miles, Cascade, 30 miles an hour, chance of 30%. Monday, Wilson Cascade, 20%, about 36 degrees, push wind over west about 13 to 22 miles, Cascade, 55 miles an hour for Monday night. Close Cascade, about 16 degrees, westbound 15 to 17 miles, Cascade, 49 miles an hour for Tuesday. Saskatchewan, about 28. Northwest about 14 to 17 miles Cascade, 32 miles an hour for Tuesday night. Wilson Coast about 10 above. Northwest about 9 to 30 miles Cascade, 28 miles an hour for Wednesday. Slight change of snow before noon, and a slight change of snow after 3 p.m. Most of the about 27 degrees. Northwest about 6 miles an hour, chance of 20%. Wednesday night, chance of snow, most costs about 19 degrees, and Labrador wind, chance of 50%. Thursday, Punta the mostly costs about 35 to about 21 degrees. Northwest chance of precipitation is 0%. Friday, mostly costs about 30 degrees and a low 28. Carbon given east about 3 to 5 miles an hour afternoon, chance of precipitation is 40%. Saturday, rain still likely cost about 46 about 29 degrees to east, about 5 to 7 miles an hour, precipitation is 55%. And for Sunday, both sides about 38 degrees, west about 7 to 13 miles an hour. And right now, Norton, it's 45 degrees and overcast and drizzly. And that's going to be for the Peter Childress Sun Off News on late Sunday night, February 24th, 2019. I'm Peter Childress. Hope you have a good night with a good positive attitude. I'll see you at top all morning, more important. Hope you have a good night.